Good afternoon. We are at the June 9th Library Committee, and we'll start out with item 101, which is committee minutes from May 12th. I've reviewed the minutes. Carol, did you take a look and see any changes?
No.
All right. We're good with the minutes, and we will go to item 201, Director's Report.
Okay, thank you very much. I just will give you a brief overview. This is the statistics and information from the month of May at the library. We are currently in contract discussions with our Ramapo Catskill Library System for IT and ILS services. They're updating some of the ways that they manage the libraries, and usually we get both our IT and ILS services from RCLS, but now some libraries want to branch out and get their own IT services, so there'll be some discussion about that over the summer, and we'll need to be signing a contract by the end of the summer. I don't have any desires to change the way we have it currently set up, but some libraries are going out and doing their own IT. The construction project continues. We've got our drywall up, and we're moving right along with those rooms. They're going to start tiling the restrooms next week, and so we've got some, the walls are up. We start to envision where it's going from here, so it's exciting. And then we had a meeting today with the architects, and phase 2 and 3 are in the works. So we had a focus group with the staff, and we've got to look at what those are going to entail. So we're moving right along in our 5-phase plan. Very exciting. Grant collaborations, we have applied for a CFA and an NDIA. These are workforce development training grants, and there'll be months before we hear about the success of those, but we're hoping out that we will be able to offer some pretty extensive IT training through these opportunities, should we get them. Regarding the e-bikes, with the arrangement with the city and a local organization called impact.org, we are going to be contingency partners, and that it's an agreement with them based on, if the primary agreement is with Impact to organize this whole e-bike project, should the grant be won and the dollars be achieved, they will coordinate it all. If Impact reneges on the arrangement or is no longer interested in doing it, the library would be the contingency partner. But that is an unlikely event, but they needed that in order for the application to go through. But it is a project that the library does want to be part of in one way, shape, or form. So we'll move forward with that. Yes?
I have a question on the e-bike. Is it only bicycles or is it also scooters?
Currently, as far as I'm aware, it is only the bikes, and it's the electric bikes with, that you can take. You can store them outside, but you have to take the unit inside, the battery unit inside. It is only bikes so far.
Thank you.
Sure. And then just internal information, our performance reviews are underway. We're looking to complete those by the end of June. We are looking to repaint the mural, refresh the mural on the front plaza this summer, and we are looking at working with some of the folks from the school district as well to see if we can replace some of the benches that are out there that are in disrepair and disarray. And see if we can just clean up out there. It gets a lot of use, and then winter takes its toll with all the shoveling and the salt. So it still looks pretty, but we need to refresh it. And then our summer hours begin July 1st, and then they end on September 1st. So that limits the evening access and Sunday access at the main. We're never open on Sunday at the branch, but. Okay, so moving down to programs and collections and services, again, I'm just touting the success of the small business boot camp that we had, this collaboration with the Small Business Development Association and the SBDC, along with the Chamber of Commerce, and It's been very, very effective. Again, we have a really entrepreneurial community, and people have been taking these courses on Zoom. And as you can see from the attendance, it's a pretty steady attendance, and we are having a graduation mixer out on the plaza next Thursday, and everyone is welcome to attend and talk to the clients about what they went through with this particular program, and we've had some really nice stories about what the experience has been. I also wanted to point out that we've had an increasing amount of participation in our Spanish language classes, and this has been wonderful for both for language learning opportunities and also computer skills in Spanish, and that's been something that we haven't been able to offer before. So it's, we're getting the word out there. Our community engagement coordinator has been very engaged in getting other folks into the library, and it's building that trust in those relationships, and it's starting to grow. The word's getting out. And our outreach has been strengthening with every month that we're back in the swing of things. We've had such great interactions and collaborations with the school district, with Books and Breakfast and the FACE organization and Project Hope. In particular, these are groups that we have had the opportunity to interact with a lot of parents and children and be able to answer a lot of questions about the library and expose the families and the students to the resources that they have available to them with the library card. Okay. And statistically, our numbers are holding strong. We had some upticks in May as people get back out again and start utilizing the services. We always, I'm always remarking on the new card holders, because I do think of the library as that downtown business anchor. And, we have the qualities of a small business, but we have that repeat visitation. And I always marvel that if a local business, downtown business, had 167 new customers each month, that would be a pretty successful business. So, and that's our customers or our library card members. So we had 167 new ones this go around. I do credit the teachers as well for this, because they really work hard on getting the kids and the families signed up. But we do have, great attraction still is our Wi-Fi access. Our use of the computers has increased. We've now opened up all the carols, and we're also loaning out laptops if people want to relocate around the space. With the construction, sometimes things do get a little bit noisy, so we do offer laptops and earbuds to everybody. So, and a sense of humor and some other things to, just so that they, weather it through. But they have been so gracious and supportive, and we've had very few issues with the noise. Most of it is done before they get in, but we do have some banging and clanging. So. And our children's programs, we've got a lot of new families to the district, and this interaction that we have had with the school district, and in particular with the younger age ranges, we've been able to keep these numbers up. And there again, it's another Hagrid's Army event with 50 people, and we have they have these fan club groups, and this was the Star Wars celebration. So. It still attracts, and the kids love it. We've been offering quite a few of these children's programs. You'll be able to see and hear from two of the girls in the Newburgh Girls Code Club at the June 21st Board of Ed meeting, and they'll be here to do a short display of their talents and be able to answer any questions that people have. But they had their graduation a couple days ago, and at every graduation they show their project, and it's just amazing. These kids, they started out not knowing how to code at all, and now they're developing websites in a short span of time. They're amazing, and the podcasters got to share their podcasts, and we were all interviewed, and it was pretty funny to hear it all come together. But the kids, they're so bright and they're so engaged and enthusiastic that it's been really fun to watch them grow. That was May.
Well, I definitely have to say, we have a new June library card holder. My 7-year-old came in and got a card on the Illuminated Day.
Oh, fantastic.
So he'll be in to get some books and probably, I don't know if we're going to use the computers, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we have our early literacy computers too. He might really enjoy that, have some great programs on there.
Do you find most of the new borrowers are children or adults? Like, what's the breakdown? You ever take a look at that?
Well, I could certainly analyze those, but from just the visual, because I'm out there a lot at the front, there are so many kids that are getting their library cards. We generally get adults when they want to use some of the services, like the museum passes and things like that. And then we always have our regulars, that are, still pulling out DVDs and other items. But I would say children and teens are our highest group right now. And that's been a lot of outreach to the schools in making that happen.
And as far as the construction is concerned, the phase that we're in right now, when is that going to end? Do you think that by the end of the summer?
The goal is the end of the summer, early September. Yeah.
And that'll complete
phase one, yeah.
Half of the second floor?
That will be, yes, the Tech Hub, the Local History Resource Center, and the 2 restrooms. We will finally have public restrooms on the second floor. We're all going to enjoy that since we're all crammed into about 4 bathrooms right now for staff and our public. So.
And then phase 3, what's included in phase 3 roughly?
Funny, you should ask. I have a display. No, phase 3 is I just happen to have drawings. Phase 3 is to finish out, I'll pass this around actually, I have 2 of them, is to finish out the second floor. We were going to start working on the 3rd floor, but one of the things that we've realized through COVID is that people need gathering spaces, and that's where we have a lot of room. So we're going to be building small study spaces, glassed-in study spaces. We'll have a maker space and a podcast studio on the second floor. We're going to move the teens to the second floor in the far corner and give them their own space. And then we will have study carrels. You can see some of the furniture in the back of this display shows you sort of the study features that we're going to, be creating. There's this concept of alone but together, where the spaces are, kind of private booths, but they're open, but you have backs to them, and so you can have either one or 2 people. But that is our constant request, is to have space where people can gather, not only kids doing homework and homework projects and tutoring, but business people who are coming in and want to have a business meeting. They don't want to meet at their home or in a cafe or whatnot. So they'll meet at the library because they can also get copies made, faxes, and all of that too. So, and notary. So we're creating this kind of interactive space on the second floor that can be easily adaptable, so that we can move things around and create larger spaces if we need to that don't even have walls, but would be, a space for the community to gather. And the Tech Hub is being designed to be a multi-purpose space as well. It will have all the technology in there, but it's all wireless, so that we don't have any things on the floor, that are blocking the ability to pull tables in and out and just have a nice big open space with technology available.
Were you going to be able to live stream from there?
Would love to, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we should be. We'll have to ask your experts here to teach us how to do that. Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
And then the 3rd floor, the 3rd phase is the 3rd floor, the entryway, the circulation desk, shifting the children's area, moving to where my office currently is. That whole section would be the children's area. And then the administration moves towards the front. And we keep our fiction upstairs because we want to keep that for our seniors, our fiction area, and the newspapers and periodicals. But we're kind of shifting the floor plates, and we will have a conference room and lobby bathrooms as part of that as well, so that there will be yet another space that would be a gathering kind of community room. And we worked it out today as we were talking to the children's folks. It'll be accessible to the children's department, but if so, we could use it as a performance or programming space, and we could either divide the room up in half or use the whole room. We'll have a little kitchenette, but it will be a room and restrooms that will be accessible from the lobby that can be used for the public as well.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah, rocking and rolling.
That's right. Okay, item 202, resolution to approve the Newburgh Free Library budget transfer. Could you explain what the transfer is for?
Yeah, and this was something that has been brought up. We have done this already in oh, sorry. I did this, I always think my voice will carry. Not. The resolution is to approve the $30,000 bullet aid from Assemblyman Jacobson, that it's a more appropriate language for how the transfer is to happen, to go into the library account so that we can utilize those funds for technology purposes. It's just, we've already presented this and approved it, but the language was not correct, so
we're learning a lot, me and Mary Lou together, about finance when it comes to library. And I think the last resolution that was presented to the board, we just had to make some adjustments so that we were in compliance for auditing. So this is why we're bringing this.
Any questions, Ms. Maida? No. All right, so we'll send this to the full board at the, I guess it's next Tuesday's meeting. Next Tuesday. Great.
thank you.
All right. Any other items that you want to bring forth? Because it's the last meeting for the technical year.
Your girls that are coding will be coming to the board on the 24th?
The 21st.
21st, the 21st.
We'll have two girls presenting that just graduated from the last cohort.
All right.
And I'd like to thank Carol for her support of the library and your enthusiasm for the library. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you. Very enlightening. All these nice changes. It's just wonderful.
That's great. Well, your enthusiasm just really strengthens us, so thank you.